And you may ask yourself, where is that large automobile? And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house. And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife.
Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground.
Same as it ever was. 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 Same as it ever was.
Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground.
You may ask yourself, what is that beautiful house? You may ask yourself, where does that highway go to? And you may ask yourself, am I right? Am I wrong? And you may say to yourself, my God, what have I done?
Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again, into the silent water, under the rocks and stones. There is water underground. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground.
Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. And look where my hand was. Time isn't holding up. Time isn't after us. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.
Pasa Mad Soccer in the house with yours truly, Cisco. I get that Junior. Remember Mad Soccer on Thursdays, 7:30 p.m. on Manhattan Neighborhood Network. Fios, you get on channel 35, Spectrum channel 1997, and RCN channel 84 outside of Manhattan. Go on mnn.org and check out, click to watch video, and then go to Spirit 3 channel. Okay? Thank you, my man Ryan, Mr. Met himself. Let's go Mets tonight, baby.
Let's go Mets.
Sweep the Cleveland Indians, baby. Here we go.
From the
And then we
College
got
of Musical Knowledge.
yes, and from the College of Musical Knowledge, the one, the only Talking Heads with David Byrne, once in a lifetime. All right, man. I hope this goes up on what we. Oh, it should be uploaded on YouTube tonight. We'll see what happens. Okay. First of all, before I start, I want to apologize for the past two shows, July 25th and August 8th. Those shows were absolutely unobligatory, rotten, stunk. I'm embarrassed. I'm uploading. I'm going to try and delete it. You're going to show me how to delete it. I'm deleting those shows. Don't watch it. Please, my apologies for those two shows, okay? I'm wasting your time watching it. It was ugly. Forgive me, for I have sinned. EPL started up. La Liga in Spain is started up. Bundesliga Germany started up. France, La Ligue 1 has already been starting up for the past 2 weeks. And this weekend, the startup of Italia Serie A. Who's going to beat Juventus? Who's the hell's going to beat Juventus? It's incredible, man. But let's start with EPL. It's been a couple of weeks now, so we go back to at the start. Man City, first of all, Friday, Liverpool defeated Norwich City 4-1, okay? So they got off to a big start. But what does Man City do? Manchester City? They go, anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. 5-0 over West Ham. In West Ham, 5-0. Raheem Sterling, magnificent. Kun Aguero, magnificent. Kevin De Bruyne, magnificent. The whole team. Gabriel Jesus, incredible. it's going to be between them and Liverpool, I'm sorry to say. But you know what? There may be a surprise because look what happened with Chelsea against Man United. That was a blowout, 4-0. It was incredible. But here's the thing. If you watch the game, Chelsea was in command most of the time. But on breakaways, Man United with Rashford and Martial, that's the new combination now. Rashford, Martial, unbelievable. They're doing great. Also, you know that Romelu Lukaku is no longer with Man United. He is now with Inter Milan. Also, Alexis Sanchez, who's still on the payroll with Manchester United. Manchester United has to pay him £112 million. And they're trying to send, even if they send him to Inter Milan on a loan, they still got to pay his wage bill of $112 million. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. Big time. And Lukaku is saying, me, Paul Pogba, and Alexis Sanchez are the scapegoats of Man United. Listen, stop whining. Stop with the whining all of a sudden, okay? Now, you did well with Man United, but I don't know. It didn't work out. They're going in a new direction. They're going with some younger kids. And also, you start looking at a lot of these younger kids coming into English Premier League and all the leagues, including Major League Soccer, which has a hotbed for young players. And let me tell you, a lot of European teams are going and looking after the younger players in Major League Soccer. I'll give you one example. Almiron used to play with Atlanta United. He's with Newcastle United, and they love him over there, okay? Watch more and more younger players from Major League Soccer going over to European teams. It's happening. Look at Christian Pulisic, man. He's with Chelsea. Him and Pedro and this young kid named Mason Mount, they're looking great. They look formidable. Okay? Also, look at Arsenal picking up David Luiz, man. That was a big Nicolas Pepe. All right? Ceballos. All right? And also, my man, Maitland-Niles. I like that kid, man. Of course, also with Lacazette and Aubameyang, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Arsenal looks fantastic. They won 2 of their games, okay? Everton, keep your eye on Everton, all right? They tied their first game with Crystal Palace 0-0. The second game they won over Watford 1-0, okay? Wolverhampton, keep your eye on Wolves, man. They tied their first game 0-0. Then they played at home against Chelsea. Chelsea was leading 1-0. And then Wolves came back. No, excuse me, Leicester. They came back and tied it up. So Chelsea and Leicester, that was a 1-1 game. That was from last weekend. Wolves and Man United, that's the game I'm talking about. Excuse me. Man United was up 1-0 on a goal by Martial. But then Wolves, they came back. Ruben Neves, he scored a goal in the second half, 1-1. Wolves, Man United tied 1-1. Also, Arsenal, big 2-1 win last weekend over Burnley. Lacazette, Aubameyang, both scoring, looking good, man. But something big's coming up with them. Also, AFC Bournemouth, they beat Aston Villa 2-1, newly promoted Aston Villa. Liverpool, Southampton at home. Southampton gave Liverpool a hard way to go, okay? But goes by Sadio Mane and Roberto Firmino. That's all they need is they beat Southampton 2-1. And the goalkeeper, it was 2-0. The goalkeeper, Adrian, for Liverpool, he went, kicked the ball right to the attacker. His name is Danny Ings. Scored. I made it 2-1. And they almost scored again. The ball came right across. The guy could have tipped the ball right in, man. He couldn't do it. That could have been a 2-2 tie easily. Also, oh, man. You got to forgive me. I got to... Sorry about that. Also, Manchester City Spurs. Manchester City, they were up 1-0. And the Spurs came back. They scored, made it 1-1. Man City scored again, made it 2-1. But then in comes Lucas Moura. He comes in off a corner kick. He scores on a header, tied the game 2-2. Got near in the extra time minutes, okay? Like about the 92nd minute, Gabriel Jesus, who came as a substitute, he scored. But VAR, I like VAR, but they're over abusing it, just like in the Women's World Cup. It's being over abused. Okay, what happened was the ball off the corner kick came and it grazed off the arm of one of the Man City players. Grazed off, went right to Jesus, who scored the goal. They checked the VAR. If it intentionally or unintentionally hits the arm of an offensive player before the goal is scored, no goal. No goal. This is a repeat of Man City and Spurs in the UEFA semifinal. Remember what happened then? Same exact thing. Mauricio Pochettino, the coach of Spurs, he goes, I love VAR. I don't blame him. It helped him twice. Incredible. So that was a tie. So right now, it's Liverpool and Spurs, Liverpool and Arsenal, both are 2-0. And this weekend, 12:30 Saturday, this is going to be a war. At Anfield in Liverpool versus Arsenal. This is going to be the game to watch. This is going to be I predict it's going to be back and forth. This is going to be a beautiful war, man. It's going to be, who's going to go 3-0? Or maybe they might come out tied. You never know, okay? Also, Sheffield United, let's see. In their first game, Sheffield United, where are you? Okay, first game, they tied AFC Bournemouth 1-1. The second game, they beat Crystal Palace 1-0. So they got 4 points, man, with a lot of other teams. And keep your eye on Brighton. Their first game, they won 3-0. And that was over Watford in Watford, which is hard to do. Watford's a good team, man. But they shut them out 3-0 and then come back at home, played West Ham to a 1-1 draw. They got 4 points, okay? There's a whole bunch of teams that have 4 points. But this weekend, on Friday, there's a Friday game. Tomorrow, Aston Villa, Everton. That's going to be a good game. I like Everton to win this. Everton is loaded up. Also, I made a mistake before. Everton got Alex Iwobi from Arsenal, okay? Formerly Arsenal, now he's with Everton. That's going to help Everton a whole lot. Norwich is going to play Chelsea. Keep your eye on Norwich because they lost to Liverpool, but then they came back and they beat Newcastle 3-1 at home in Norwich. So keep your eye on that game. I think Chelsea will win that one. Brighton is at home against Southampton. That's going to be an interesting game. Sheffield United at home against Leicester City. Manchester United at home against Crystal Palace. Okay, these are the Saturday games. Watford at home against West Ham. And a big one, Liverpool at home. Arsenal, it's going to be on Channel 4 over here in New York or NBC, all over the place, all right? You guys in London will get it on Sky Sports. All right, then Sunday you got 3 matches. AFC Bournemouth at home against Manchester City. My Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur against Newcastle. And Wolverhampton Wanderers at home against Burnley. Okay, so that wraps up for EPL. La Liga in Spain. And yeah, everybody's asking, what's up with Barcelona? What's up? What's up with Barcelona? Messi didn't play. Calf injury. Okay, I think he did. He got it in practice. Luis Suarez got hurt about a little more than halfway through the first half in the game against Atletico Bilbao. He came out. Ousmane Dembele, he's out for 5 weeks. That leaves Antoine Griezmann and everybody else. And, you know, They had their chances, couldn't score, but this young man, Aduri Aritz, he scored a beautiful bicycle kick goal, man, right past Ter Stegen. Unbelievable. 1-0, that was the final score. Everybody's panicking. Oh, my God, what's going on? Well, we don't know what's going to happen. Is Luis Suarez, is Messi going to play and get together with Antoine Griezmann? Because now he can't do it alone. They've got to pick it up. He got to probably put in Rafinha or somebody else. Also, Busquets did not play. They put in Frankie de Jong, the new kid they got from Ajax. They put him in there. Sit down, Busquets. They got to play him. They got to play Busquets, man. I'm sorry, one of the best passers in the world is Sergio Busquets, man. So they lost 1-0. That was last Friday. Real Madrid, 3-1 over Celta Vigo. Karim Benzema, Gareth Bale, Lucas Vazquez, they all scored. And the thing with Real Madrid, they're going hard and heavy after Neymar. This is ridiculous. They're talking about James Rodriguez, Gareth Bale, somebody else, and £100 million to PSG to get Neymar. That's the big ruling. Barcelona's also going. They want to get him on a one-loan deal. Now remember, PSG, they put down 222 million euros or pounds, whichever one, for Neymar. They want their money back. So they refused Barcelona, and Real Madrid, we don't know yet. We don't know what's going to happen with that. The transfer windows in Europe will be closed in 12 days. So 12 days, anything can happen. He might wind up in Real. I hope, please don't go to Real Madrid. Just don't go. If they're going to give up Gareth Bale and James Rodriguez, there you go. That's it. So Real Madrid 3-1 over Celta Vigo. Valencia, Real Sociedad, they played to a 1-1 tie. Villarreal, 8 goals in this game. Villarreal and Granada, 8 goals. And what happened? A 4-4 tie. Can you believe this? A 4-4 tie. Atletico Madrid, 1-0 over Getafe. What happened with Diego Costa? I wasn't even in the lineup. I couldn't believe it. But they won 1-0, but there was red cards for both sides. Incredible. It was an ugly game. But they pulled out 1-0. Alaves 1-0 over Levante. And Sevilla beat Espanyol 2-0. So this weekend, in fact, tomorrow, Granada, there's 2 games tomorrow. Granada at home against Sevilla. Levante at home against Villarreal. Real Madrid Saturday at home against Real Valladolid. Celta Vigo at home against Valencia. Getafe against Atletico Bilbao. And it's Sunday, Alaves Espanyol. Leganes against Atletico Madrid. And the 3 o'clock game on Sunday, Barcelona at home, their first home game against Real Betis. They gotta be in form for this one, because Betis is no joke. They always have a good team. Okay? Now, Italia starts up Saturday. They got 2 games. This is the first games of the season in Italia. Parma is home against Juventus. You know, Fiorentina at home against Napoli. Then Sunday, Udinese is at home against AC Milan. Roma, Genoa. Sampdoria at home against Lazio. SPAL, Spal against Atalanta. Keep your eye on Atalanta. They had a great season. They're going to a Premier League. They're going to Champions League. And they're looking good, man. They got a good mix of young and veteran players. So we'll see what happens with them. Then Monday, Inter Milan will play Lecce. And Friday, August 30th, is Bologna and Spal, S-P-A-L. We go on to the Bundesliga. Keep your eye on this team, the newly promoted FC Union Berlin. They played their first game against RB Leipzig. It was no contest. 4-0. They blanked Union Berlin. But the crowd, the supporters, oh my God, they were all over. They were unbelievable. They were chanting the whole damn game. Incredible. Chanting. They were like loud, boisterous, flags waving, everything. They were going off. And even when they were losing, they, that was it, you know. But unfortunately, they lost 4-0. Okay, Bayern Munich first game against Hertha Berlin, 2-2 tie. Bayer Leverkusen over SC Paderborn, newly promoted. They beat them 3-2. Borussia Dortmund all over Augsburg, 5-1. All right, Paco Alcacer and Sancho were some of the scorers. Fortuna Dusseldorf surprised Werder Bremen 3-1. Borussia Mönchengladbach and Schalke Zippo Donuts. Eintracht Frankfurt 1-0 over TSG Hoffenheim. And I told you about the RB Leipzig over FC Union Berlin. But check that team out, okay? This coming weekend, in fact, tomorrow, we got Cologne, newly promoted against Borussia Dortmund. Saturday, you got Augsburg at home against FC Union Berlin. Fortuna Dusseldorf at home against Bayer Leverkusen. Mainz against Borussia Mönchengladbach. TSG Hoffenheim against Werder Bremen. Schalke against Bayern Munich. And then Sunday, 2 matches, RB Leipzig and Eintracht Frankfurt. Hertha Berlin at home against Wolfsburg. All right? Also, PSG, Paris Saint-Germain lost. They lost 2-1 to Rennes. Stade de Rennes 2-1. Edinson Cavani, he scored the lone goal for PSG, and there's rumors going about that he's coming to MLS. How about that? Coming to MLS, man. The game's coming on. Amiens against Nantes. Dijon against Bordeaux. That's tomorrow. And then that's Saturday. Excuse me. Those are Saturday games. Sunday got Monaco, Nimes, Strasbourg, and Rennes. Paris Saint-Germain at home against Toulouse. And then they got Tuesday and Wednesday games. The Tuesday game, Montpellier against Lyon, Lille against Saint-Etienne, and Nice against Marseille. Oui. All right, Major League Soccer, there were 3 games yesterday, okay? In fact, both New York teams played. New York City FC at home in Yankee Stadium shut out Columbus Crew 1-0 on a goal in the 36th minute by Valentin Castellanos. He's been playing very well for them, along with Hebert. Keep your eye on them. Now they're getting 1 point up behind. They're 44 points, 1 point behind Atlanta United and Philadelphia Union. Both have 45 points, okay? Red Bulls, they climbed up. They won 2-1 over DC United. Wayne Rooney, red card. He did an elbow on one of the Red Bull players. I don't know, man. Since he's been announced that he's going to Derby in January to be a player coach, I don't know. He's kind of lost his game. I don't know what's going on with him. But it's not looking good with Wayne Rooney. And then DC United has slipped down to 5th place, okay? So that was a 2-1 Red Bulls. Daniel Royer scored the winning goal on a penalty kick, which to me, if you see the replay, not a penalty kick, but the Red Bulls got over. They got over good. And then LAFC, Carlos Vega doing it, 2 goals, 4-0 over San Jose. Nobody's touching them. They're running away with the Supporters Shield. They are on fire. Bob Bradley's boys, and they're doing a magnificent job. Okay? In fact, tonight, 9:30 ESPN, Sporting KC against Minnesota United FC. Check out Minnesota. They're in 2nd place right now in the West behind LAFC. Keep your eye on them. They're doing good. And then the crowd, at home crowd, every time they win or whatever, they sing this Oasis song, Wonderwall. That's their theme song. So they got a great, a beautiful stadium, Allianz Field, great crowds. Check them out. Okay, now tomorrow we got 2 games, Orlando and Atlanta. That's like a rivalry. In fact, this weekend is rivalry weekend. You got Portland at home against Seattle. That's a big rivalry. That's the Northwest rivalry. Those two do not like each other. Okay, then Saturday, the big one, the Hudson River Derby. New York City FC, Yankee Stadium against the Red Bulls. Red Bulls got their number. Can New York City FC, they've been playing well. This is big because right now, they're 3 points. Red Bulls are 3 points behind New York City FC. This will be a battle for 3rd place. New England, Revolution at home against Chicago Fire. Philadelphia Union at home against DC United. Big game. DC wants to get back on track and move up in the standings. Right now they're in 5th place. Toronto FC against Montreal, the Battle of Canada. There you go. Real Salt Lake against Colorado. That's kind of like, you know, two teams that are close to each other. And San Jose against Vancouver, another Northwest kind of rivalry. And then the big one Sunday, LAFC at home against the LA Galaxy is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. You know what happened last time? Ibra went off, scored 3 goals, beat LAFC, and then Carlos Vela scored twice. That was a 3-2 win for the LA Galaxy at home in LA, at the Galaxy's home. Okay? So another big, this is the one you got to watch. This is the game. Even if you're not into MLS, watch this game. Also, FC Dallas and Houston, the Battle of Texas, another rivalry game. And then Cincinnati and Columbus, the 2 Ohio teams going at each other. The highway to hell, they're calling this one, man. Unbelievable, boy. Incredible. Let me see if I have some more stuff. Okay. Let's see what's going on over here. All right. Also, I told you about the new Juventus boss, Maurizio Sarri, who used to coach Chelsea. He's going to miss his first 2 games in Serie A. Why? He's got pneumonia. But they're saying they're checking it well, and he's saying he's going to be off of it, but he's taking 2 games off. Pneumonia, man. Come on, Sarri, get better, baby. Okay? What else? Okay. Mention that. Okay, the new team that David Beckham is part owner of, Inter Miami, the site that they're supposed to build a 25,000-seat stadium, which is right now a city golf course, all right? It has high toxic stuff. Barium, lead, arsenic. But Inter Miami has said that they will, any form of cleaning that up, is, they'll pay for it. They don't care. They want that site. They're going to build it. It's going to be called a 1 billion total breakdown, total soccer fields and all kinds of things and whatnot. I think even they're going to talk about building a hotel over there. You know, it's toxic. Watch out. But that's happening with Miami. Also, St. Louis got a franchise. They got the new franchise for MLS. They haven't named the team yet, but they will start playing in the year 2022. Okay, couple of years from now and whatnot. Again, my apologies on the 2 shows that were uploaded July 25th, August 8th. Disgraceful. Don't watch it, please, but watch this one. This one should be good, even though I was coughing about. Sorry about that. So whatever they say, whatever they do, it's the greatest game in the world. See ya. Adios. Malik, the DVD.